consider this whole career very divinely guided.
Okay.
Because it was in 2013 in October, the culmination of 4 years after the crash of 2009. And I was trying to connect with a career I could love and get paid for.
Yeah.
And was having trouble. And I came home one day. I said, that's it. I surrender. I looked up. I said, I'm done. I'm not looking for a job because I don't know what I can do that people will pay me for.
Sure.
So send me the signs. I'm watching. It took 10 days. God's honest truth. 6 seniors called me.
No way.
Out of the blue and all kind of said the same thing. I can't remember who told me, but I hear you teach seniors how to use computers.
Okay.
And by the 6th call, took 6, mind you. By the 6th call, I was like, okay, message received.
You got it.
And the next day I made a call to an independent living and got hired immediately.
No way.
To teach tech to seniors. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Pathways Unleashed, a special edition of Pathways with Amber Stitt. The Pathways Unleashed podcasts were recorded with special guests and the authors of The Unleashed Entrepreneur and The Biohacking Entrepreneur, who were celebrating the book launches at the Unleash Your Superpower Conference in Delray Beach, Florida in April 2025. Let's join the conversation. So excited for my lovely savvy senior that's coming up next. I've been able to spend some time with her most recently and get to know her reinvention of new business and how she's helping people. Super inspiring. And if you've been listening or been part of the Pathways podcast, we talk a lot about doing things at any time for yourself. And I can't wait for Anne to explain some of this, of what's really impacted her to make some moves for the demographic that she's working with. But I think it's important and I haven't told her this, so I'm going to welcome you, Anne. Welcome to the live show, and we're in real life together. This is our first time.
It is our first
see
time,
each other.
And it's so special.
It is.
It is.
And I've been so personal reasons. Okay, so yes, you got to see this, you guys. She's so cute. The savvy senior working in tech. And is it still featured in May for your new book?
Depending
No pressure.
on graphic design.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the graphic designers that we need to kind of hop to the program. But there's just so much new going on. And I don't think you're shy about saying, hey, I'm 73. So that's okay, right?
Not at all.
It's important because as we've talked about in other episodes, kind of what I was trying to get at from if you're on the show watching anything, we're live here in Florida right now. But normally I talk about success can happen at any age for the younger folks. And it doesn't just happen before you're 60. And so this is where I think our community really kind of debunks that. And you are the epitome of that. And I'm so excited for the people that you're working with, because I even think like at 45, I know that I could use the tools and resources with my grandmother that I talk about a lot. She's 93. She's texting, she's hip, but she does need some help. And so that's where here you are. So I think it's so important for people to know what you do. And I'm so excited for your new book. So congrats. Okay. So Anne, let's talk about you're working in senior tech. You're in the middle of this book launch. And you talk about old enough to have a past, young enough to have a future. What does that mean to you?
Well, actually, it's something that was said to me when I was 29, turning 30 as a baby boomer, and I thought my life was going to end.
Because you were going to turn 30? I know, we've all been there. Well, maybe not everybody.
And I was telling some 40-something woman about it. Oh my God, I'm turning 30. And she says, Anne, what are you worried about? You're old enough to have a past and young enough to have a future.
That's really cool.
And it shifted my whole perception of age at 30. And when I launched my business in 2013, I needed a catchphrase. And one day it occurred to me, oh my God, we're all old enough to have a past and young enough to have a future. So I've been using it ever since. And the thing is, we have a future, but that future is determined by the choices we make. Our health, our wellness, our attitude, all has to do with the choices we make. And that's where I want to empower seniors to understand that we have so much control over what's happening in terms of how we think, what we say, and what we do. And that informs our experience of life.
Now, you have this experience, or you have this attitude, we'll say. Do you have friends that think the same way as you?
Oh, yeah. Most of them.
But do you have some that don't?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Not so much in my inner circle of friends.
Well, you've chosen that.
Right. Exactly. But in the extended world and when I'm out teaching, there are so many people. And it's true, many seniors have physical issues.
Sure.
And I've had them. And I understand deeply, if you have trouble walking, it takes effort.
Yeah.
To stay positive.
Sure.
And to understand that this doesn't define who you are.
Right.
And what defines who we are is our attitude.
So how does that pull into tech? What really got you to go, all right, I have to start helping people? I mean, you pioneered this and you're like, let's do this.
What really happened, I consider this whole career very divinely guided.
Okay.
Because it was in 2013 in October, the culmination of 4 years after the crash of 2009. And I was trying to connect with a career I could love and get paid for.
Yeah.
And was having trouble. And I came home one day, I said, that's it. I surrender. I looked up, I said, I'm done. I'm not looking for a job because I don't know what I can do that people will pay me for.
Sure.
So send me the signs. I'm watching. It took 10 days, God's honest truth. 6 seniors called me.
No way.
Out of the blue and all kind of said the same thing. I can't remember who told me, but I hear you teach seniors how to use computers.
Okay.
And by the 6th call, took 6, mind you. By the 6th call, I was like, okay, message received.
You got it.
And the next day I made a call to an independent living and got hired immediately.
No way.
To teach tech to seniors. Yeah. So it has fallen in my lap. And even the book has been, write the book. It's in my head, write the book. And events conspired and I came up with the title. And once I came up with the title, the book just flowed out of me. I couldn't not write.
That is so awesome. This episode of Pathways has been brought to you by Owl. Owl gives you access to new networks and valuable contacts, otherwise unreachable without a referral. Get in touch instantly in real time on a private one-on-one audio call. Search through vetted professionals to connect with the people you are looking for. Download the Owl app today and expand your reach. I'm a Droid user, and I think we should take a poll because I think you're the one to ask. Is there a better phone for seniors or just people? Or maybe seniors? Do you have like a poll? Is there like a Apple versus Droid story?
Well, I have my own interpretation. For a lot of seniors who are on tight budgets,
okay,
Android is going to be the better choice because they have a greater variety of lower end phones.
Okay.
That are just a couple of $100.
Oh, sure.
So for those people, yes, Android will be better. But on the whole, overall, I recommend Apple because of Apple's security.
Okay. Oh, because that's a whole other issue. I know that in financial services, but it's beyond.
Apple security is better. There are a lot of problems in the Google Play Store.
Okay.
With apps, malicious apps.
Okay.
That Google they can't operate quickly enough to get rid of these apps. But it's open source. Anybody can place an app on that store. Whereas Apple controls who places apps.
Yeah.
So that's one piece. Another piece is that if Apple discovers a problem with their security, they can roll out an update in a couple of days.
Okay.
Whereas on the Android system, it could take weeks before that update.
So it sounds like the cost is worth it for the security, just longer term, because that could be financially devastating.
Yeah.
In some, more extreme circumstances, but it happens.
Yeah. It does.
And especially with seniors that probably don't want to bother their kids.
Some do want to bother their kids. Some don't want to bother their kids. The ones who want to bother their kids are my target audience. Are you tired of being the IT for your parents?
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I have to meet Anne because not only just we're celebrating all the projects we have in our community, but this is in my wheelhouse. And I was talking about how I do insurance and I work in financial services. I'm that demographic. That's me helping my parents or my grandmother. But yeah, this is such a cool thing. And it's neat to have a niche, but you're also delightful and special too. Yeah. So that's always super helpful. Okay. So what do you think people are overlooking so there's someone my age and we're getting the calls. Is there something that we could do that's more tangible quickly, like go help mom and dad do this? And is there any application that we should be paying attention to right now that we're maybe missing or overlooking?
I don't think it's necessarily a particular application. It's gestures. Teach them how to interact with the phone because the language of smartphones is touch. And if you don't touch the screen properly, you're going to get a result that's confusing. As an example, there's a tap opens the app. But if you leave your finger there a millisecond longer, that's a tap and press and a different response from the phone. And that knock seniors just for a loop.
Well, and people that have grown up with tech just don't even know that that's a language or a communication style to the device.
Because you've been using tech, you learned it. You learned it by osmosis, but we did not.
Yeah.
So swiping and tapping and pulling down and just all these various gestures, the language of the phone. That's number one.
Okay.
And number two, the other thing that you really need to tell them, and the analogy I use is if you're walking down the street and a stranger taps you on the shoulder, you start a conversation.
Okay.
Oh, la, 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 so nice there. Oh, you're so nice. And they go, hey, I've got this great investment deal. It's can't miss. Can I get your email address and your phone number and I'll give you information?
Only if you're at Unleashed Community, I'll trust you. No.
And so, of course, every senior, I say, would you give them your information? And they go, no.
Exactly.
I said, well, it's no different if you get a text, an email, or a phone call. That is a stranger tapping you on the shoulder. Hang up. If you're worried about the truth of what they're saying, go to the website that they're talking about, make a phone call on your own, but hang up on that person. Delete the text, delete the email, do not interact. Those are the two gestures, and these unsolicited correspondence are strangers tapping you on the shoulder.
That's such a great analogy.
For information,
You're listening to Pathways with Amber Stitt. For more episodes like this, plus so much more, check out the podcast page at amberstitt.com. Let's take action together. Now let's get back to our episode. Okay, so I might need your help. So what do you think I could start with? What are you going to be offering to help others so that we can start taking care of our seniors?
Through my website, once the book is launched, twice a month, I'm going to send out a newsletter that will have a tip for Android and a tip for iPhone.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And then I'm going to put together webinars where seniors can sign up and they won't be expensive.
Okay.
I'm talking, $20 or $30 because I don't want people who don't have a lot of discretionary cash to be priced out of learning how to use their smartphones. And in each of those lessons, I will explain how to do these various things. I also will have on my website 30-second, 45-second tutorials and a membership site.
Okay.
So you can sign up for $50 a year and get a deeper lesson on that same thing, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes. So you can really go deeper.
And you've been speaking. You've been doing a lot.
Speaking engagements and, of course, private lessons.
Yeah.
I go to seniors' homes and I sit with them in their home because that's where they're the most comfortable.
Okay.
And then I show them whatever it is they need to know.
I just can't wait to see how this year just transpires. But you're already doing a lot of amazing things. So could you even work with people virtually if they needed your help?
Sometimes.
You're more local and you're Florida-based?
I am Florida-based, South Florida-based.
Yeah.
I can work with some people over, say, Zoom, depending on their ability to let me see their phone camera.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that could be tricky too. Because then you can't really do that, like you were saying, some of the gestures. You also have to see how they're feeling about it too, so it can be very useful.
A lot of times I will start a private lesson by saying, okay, before we start this, let's take a couple of clear, deep breaths.
Yeah.
Let's clear the mind, calm down, approach this with a happy attitude.
Good.
Because they have so much.
It's intimidating.
Yeah. It's intimidating to them. They think they're stupid.
Okay.
They're not. I tell them, go look on YouTube and search for teenagers and rotary phones.
Right.
Because they don't know how to use them.
No, they don't.
And it's hilarious.
Okay. So anything else you want to share to have people connect with you outside of your LinkedIn? And then
LinkedIn,
you have your website?
Facebook, Instagram. My website is takethisphoneandshoveit.com.
We actually didn't talk about that. Takethisphoneandshoveit.com. Like, how do you not love that? My savvy senior. Well, thank you so much for being here today. And I'm excited to celebrate all this cool stuff that we have this week here in South Florida.
Me too. And I get to see you for the next
I know, for real. Thanks so much for being here.
So my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Pathways Unleashed, recorded at OWL headquarters here in Delray Beach, Florida. Join us for more powerful conversations with real people who dare to design life on their own terms. Until next time, keep taking action on your unique path.